All right, this video is all about MidJourney style and stylize. Let's face it, style is super important when we're creating architectural visualizations, and MidJourney is a great tool for stylizing your images. There are a lot of options for stylizing images. Let's jump into it. So creating good images in MidJourney is all about style. So before we jump into creating some images in MidJourney, let's look at docs.midjourney.com, docs.midjourney.com. And if you scroll down to the quick start guide, you're going to see, if you scroll down on the left column, you're going to see styles and aesthetics, and you can expand that. And there are two that we're going to look at today. There's going to be stylize and style. When it comes to style, we only have style raw, the effects of style raw. So my interpretation of style raw is it doesn't have the MidJourney aesthetic. It's more, or it looks more like actual photography. That's how I view style raw. It's also a good place to start with a base image and then build upon it. So we'll start with style raw, and the parameters -- style raw. Okay, I have a prompt here. I'm just going to paste that in, and I'll just kind of read it to you, and we're going to build on this prompt. But to begin with, it's an exterior eye-level view of a home in Chicago in the parametric style. If parametric isn't a style yet, it will be. MidJourney thinks it is. Parametric style made from lace-like wood with fine filigree patterns on a multifaceted building geometry situated between two existing homes. All right, what does MidJourney think about that? Do we want this to be square? No, I'm not a big fan of square. So --AR, and let's try 9:16, 9 by 16. And let's just see what we get as a base image with style raw. So I'm going to put that in front of the AR 916. So --style, and then I'm going to put raw. Okay, and let's just see what we get from that. Okay, so just some kind of very, basic. They're they're just kind of basic images, and they look very real. They look like they can exist. They look like photography. But now we can keep using the same prompt, but with some style. We're gonna add some style to it. All right, so let's click on this and just say use prompt, so we can use the prompt. So style raw, that's just a baseline. So now if we want to start to add style, we do what's called stylizing maybe. Okay, style. Okay, stylize, and it could be -- stylize, but no one's going to type that out. So let's just use --S. So what are some of the things to look at when it comes to stylizing? Well, I will just kind of summarize what it says here on this page. So stylize, you have a range from 0. So style 0 is really style raw. And you have up to 1,000. So between 0 and 1,000. And right at 100 is the default. So when you're just making MidJourney images and you're not typing in style raw, or you're not adding --S, you're right at stylize 100. Okay, so let's take a look at what that does. So --S, and we're going to put a space 100. So --S 100, and let's see what we get. Okay, so from the style raw images, if I kind of look between these two, it's becoming softer. It's becoming a little bit more stylized. Okay, that's at 100. Let's just swing the pendulum all the way and look at what 1,000 will give us. Okay, so I'm just going to rerun this prompt, and we're going to put in --S 1,000. And let's see what we get. I always laugh when I see style 1000 because MidJourney loves dusk, and it loves lighting buildings up from the interior. If you ever want a dusky type shot with the building lit up from the interior, just put in stylize 1000 and you're going to get it. You're right there. Okay, so we looked at style raw, stylize from 0, 100 to 1000. The last thing I want to look at is adding style through prompt. So the terms in the prompt, the words in the prompt create the style. So I'm just going to go back over to, I have a little document where we're going to add some words to our prompt. So let's go ahead and just rerun a prompt. And we're going to add, after 2 existing homes, we're going to add a comma, strong, warm tones, some people in the foreground, tree-lined street, ethereal heaven-like light. Can't believe I'm sharing that with you guys. That's like one of my key elements to a prompt. Ethereal heaven-like light. Ambient occlusion, which is shadows, which is objects casting shadows off one another. It's really big when you're creating 3D renderings. And then I want those shadows that are casting from the objects on one another to be very soft. And style for this, let's just do the default, stylize 100, because we're putting in the words to generate our style. And let's see what we get. Okay, you can see what words do. Okay, because words are really important when prompting, and they're really important when it comes to style. You can get some very nice style. I love this one. It's got this soft light, soft shadows. Light is filtering it. Listen to me. It's a tree-lined street. It has people in the front. MidJourney really came through on this one. Now, I wouldn't be doing this video justice if I didn't show you the little parameters pull out here. I'm going to go to that parameters pullout, and there is a stylization. You see by default it's set to 100, and you can drag this slider back and forth, okay, when it comes to stylization. There's also a mode, and there's standard and raw. Okay, so we looked at those 2 things just looking at the dash parameters. I love the web interface. I think it's great, but I think the dash using the parameters just gives you more control. So I want you to use the dash parameters. All right, look at that image. I think that image came out fantastic. All right, there's more in this series. Make sure you check out all the videos in this series, and I will see you on the next one.